Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvonne Princess Shabango. If you are new here, you're welcome to like, subscribe, share, and comment. We're back with another video, and it's just some light conversation.
Is it really light?
I don't know, you guys. You should decide, right? And I'm with Bushe. So because it is a month of love, that is February. And I mean, utando, whether it's self-love, sister love, brother love, or umjolo, or whatever that you guys want to call it. But I believe that beyond anything, love starts with self-love. That's my belief. Starts with self-love. Yeah, but so we're gonna have a conversation surrounding self-love, how we relate with other people, friendships, and all of that. And then yeah, we'll go into it. So firstly, I'll ask you a question. You can ask me questions in between as well. Ask you a question regarding what does self-love mean to you?
Hey, it's me waking up and saying, hey gorgeous girl, you're gorgeous. And no one can tell you anything.
Sure.
Whatever they say that's not what you want to hear, block it out. You're gorgeous, you're beautiful. Don't let anyone define who you are. You're the one who can only define that I'm a beautiful girl. And if people can't see it, that's their problem, truly. So self-love is you waking up every day and deciding to love yourself despite what you think, like what society or social media can say is not beautiful to you. Or like social media has, if you're dark, you're not beautiful. If you're like, you're not beautiful, So self-love is you choosing to love yourself despite all those things.
Okay, so basically affirming yourself as well. Okay, for me, self-love is saying I'm imperfect and it's okay. That's self-love. Self-love is saying I'm not societal light enough, but that's okay. Self-love is saying I laugh too loud, but that's okay. Self-love is saying I get the stereotypes, you speak too much English, that's okay. Self-love is saying my body, I'm not a typical 34, 32 general girl. I'm a 38, 40, 42, and that's absolutely okay. Self-love is me saying I've got stretch marks, I've got these dark marks, or I've got these scars, but that's okay. They don't define who I am, all of these things that I'm mentioning, but these are part of me and I love them and I embrace them. So basically for me, self-love is embracing who you are and also just looking after yourself, just taking time to make sure that you show up as your best version, because sometimes we tend to slack and be like, awa, nani movie. That's the thing. And I personally, I don't believe there is anyone that's not beautiful. I personally believe that wonga umtu is beautiful in their own way. So it's a thing of looking after yourself. You're dressing accordingly, looking beautiful, applying body lotion, glowing yourself up, taking yourself to the spa if you can, because I think a lot of us think self-love, like it's expensive. We constantly, you hear people say self-love, I'm taking time out, took myself to a lodge, took myself to a spa. Those are beautiful things, but self-love is a simple thing as waking up, praying. One, that's spiritual self-love. Two, studying your word, that's self-love as well, because you're reminding yourself of what God has said about you. Going to take a shower, that's self-love, because you're saying I'm dark, but I'm going to keep my skin glowing and clean. Self-love is going to Zara. I can't afford a Dior, but I'm going to get myself a cologne from Zara that smells good, So it's just choosing to put yourself before anything and just look after yourself, nurture yourself, and groom yourself, right? And then I'll come to something. Mina, I think I even did a video on Instagram after I read Just As I Am. Just As I Am and Finding Me by Just As I Am by Cicely Tyson, and Finding Me by Viola Davis, right? You guys say Viola. I don't know why I say Viola Davis. There's a video that I did, right? That when you grow up, you constantly get bullied because you're not light enough. Okay, some of us, me not shame, I've always had personality. So I was always liked. liked not by the students but liked by the teachers, and my grades spoke for me, you know. So I was always sort of protected. Then I knew there were girls like me, not light, not the prettiest in the room, sitting at the back, average marks, no one to protect yourself, no one to defend you, right? There were students like that. And then you find that that whole thing affects you. Like I even did a video about it, that people that constantly tell people that you're not pretty enough or you're not this, they don't realize the damage that they actually do to people, because these are some of the things that actually affect you in the long run in terms of like giving yourself self-love. Because you find, I even had there's a show that I was watching, and this girl, I don't know if you know her from Twitter, Usamke. She was saying, Twitter people have said I'm ugly, so it's fine. They think, but I'm a parent, all of that. And in my head, I'm like, but that's the thing. That's what people are saying. What are you saying? You know, it's very, very, very important, one, that we treat each other with respect and kindness, but also we as people take a stand to say things that people say about us are not important. What's important is what you see, the girl that you see in the mirror. If there's a song, I think it's Java, then you're not ready for the day. Is this Java? Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, it says, then you're not ready for the day. If you're not seeing a hero every morning, then you're not ready for the day. So it's important what you see in the mirror, because what you see in the mirror will motivate you. Because if you're seeing yourself as a pretty girl in the mirror, and then you're like, I want to go get myself that nice dress. I want to wear those nice shorts, you know, and all of that. So yeah, I think it's very important that we see ourselves for what we truly are, which is God's masterpiece, a beautiful work of art. I think the most beautiful piece of art is humanity. There's nothing that surpasses humanity. You can try and understand it. You can try and preconceive it, or whatever the case may be. But one thing about humanity, it's unique. It's a piece of art, because each person will look at you and have their own personal conclusions, and that's absolutely okay, because their conclusion is not right. Because I mean, it's like with art, no one can give you there's no answer to a specific art. Like when you look at an art and they say describe it, we don't have one answer where they're like, no, this is the perfect description. Art is like described in different ways because people see different things when they look at art. I think that's the same thing with humanity, but also it's important that you see yourself as beautiful in order for you to love yourself enough. Don't be a person that's always saying, I know I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm not this. Affirm yourself, like, sorry guys. Affirm yourself, like Bushe said. Like, wake up in the morning, tell yourself, I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, I'm this, I'm that, right? So another question, would you say in high school were you a popular girl? Were you a popular?
Okay, I was popular through my grades. Not
okay,
like popular
because you're the gorgeous hand.
Yeah, I was high school and primary. I was very reserved. My grades are the only thing that spoke for me, but I was not a person who was like out there. Okay, I only came out when I went to university.
Oh, okay, nice. Was there ever a point in your life that made you feel like you're not pretty enough, and what made you feel like that?
Well, I'll be told your voice is too deep for a girl. You know, your hair is too bushy. You know, you're too dark. You know, those kind of things. At a certain point, they do have an effect on you, but now it's just like, oh, well, guys, those people that say those things to me, well, when they see me, they hide. So it's like, okay, you said what you said, but at the end of the day, I'm still here, and I love myself, you know.
So, also, how did you get to a point where you were like you're saying, people would say those things, oh, your hair is this, or your voice is this. I mean, I'm happy with my voice, guys. I mean, I know a lot of you like my voice so much. I mean, I was growing up, even now, when I go home, yeah, but like, because you know, like what you call bass, yeah, is like a bass. So and I couldn't be bothered. When I was a kid, when they want to piss me off, they'll be like, bonga. I didn't like it. And then as I grow, I realized, no man, my voice is so amazing. Like, I could listen to myself all day, like, you know, and I'm like, actually, I listened to this voice, I'm like, this voice is going international. I had to come to, it was a defining moment in my life where I'd be sad and be like, oh, bangibiza ngomabhonga. But as I grew, I came to a point where I was like, no, this voice is going to give them millions. They are going to listen to this voice whether they like it or not. They're going to hear it on radio, they're going to see it on TV, they're going to see it on YouTube. And this is the same voice they're saying ngomabhonga, but they will listen to that voice, you see. So, yeah, and then what was your defining moment whereby how did you, like, for instance, people are saying, oh, your hair is this, that, and all of that, right? Or how did you get to a point where you're like, you know what, it doesn't matter what people are saying, this is who I am and I'm going to show up as me?
Honestly, I feel like I just woke up one day and I just saw myself as that girl.
The girl, yes.
Yeah, I just woke up and I just started seeing myself as that girl. And from that time, no one could tell me anything. Like, no one can tell me anything. Like, you can literally speak, but I won't have the ability to, like, I filter out what people say to me. I don't digest everything. So I just woke up, I was like, I'm that girl. People are threatened by me. So they're going to try and bring me down. And I shouldn't allow them to bring me down to their lower level. So if you're going to say something that I don't like, I'm not supposed to be mad. I should understand it's the level that you're at. That's why you're behaving like that.
Sure.
And I'm not like you. So, yeah.
No, I hear you. So basically, another thing, I think acceptance plays a big role. Just waking up and accepting this is me.
And not comparing yourself to other people.
Yes, and not comparing yourself to other people. Because you know what's the question that I always ask? When a person says, yo, who and who is ugly? And then I'm like, what's the standard or what's the measure? Compared to who? Because God didn't make two Yvonnes. That's the thing. You can only compare something which is the same. If I had a twin that is identical, then we can maybe compare. But if you're saying I'm not pretty, compared to who? And on whose standard? What makes a person pretty? What makes a person ugly? If you categorize me as ugly, how did we get there? And if people fail, that's the funny thing. When you ask people, they fail to respond, then I'm like, you see, you're playing games. What you're saying is invalid. I own a substance, because it's like, if you're going to say something, you have to be able to justify. So, okay,
it must be relevant.
Yes, it must be relevant and make sense, honestly. So would you say how you love yourself impacts on how you relate with other people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how you see yourself, basically. If you see yourself as, oh my gosh, I'm so ugly, no one likes me, people are going to see you like that. Because obviously that is going to show you the way you walk, in the way you speak, in the way you just show up in the room. But then if you like leave the house, you're like, hey, I'm that girl. When you walk into a room, people will turn their heads like, who is she?
Because you love yourself.
Yeah, so I feel like most of the time it depends on how you speak about yourself, how you speak to yourself, and how you walk into rooms. Don't walk with your head down like, oh, what are they going to say? Chin up and be like, I have arrived.
Sure.
What do you need?
And speak up, guys. Chin up and speak up. Don't speak emazinweni like, hello, sir. My name is Yvonne Shabang. Zwakale, you know? So, when are you most in love with yourself?
Every day, all day.
Every day, all day. Every day.
Like, I'm that one person who even just take her phone, take a video, like, oh my gosh, is this me?
I love it.
And my friends will be like, girl, you see yourself every day. How do you get shocked every time you look at yourself? Like, don't mind me. Every day when I look at myself, I'm like, that's me. I'm like, oh, even at home, I could be sitting during the dining with my parents. I'm like, oh, I'm so gorgeous. And they're now used to it because that's how I am.
Sure.
It's me showing love to myself and affirming who I am. You
continuously remind yourself who you are. Okay. I'm mostly in love with myself when I'm at peace with people around me, when I'm at peace with self, and when I'm accomplishing things that I set my mind to accomplish. And also, I'm most in love with myself when I'm vulnerable, when I'm accepting my L's and seeing them for what they are, lessons, nothing much but lessons. But yeah, generally also overall, I'm always in love with self. Unless on days where I'm PMSing, I'm just like, who are you? Who are you? Who is this girl? But yeah, generally I'm also always in love with myself. And then what's one thing that you love about yourself? You're like, actually guys, one thing about me, I love this about myself.
A feature.
No. Okay, so let's come to character trait, and then after character trait, then you can tell me a physical feature that you love about yourself.
I'm very welcoming.
Okay. You love that about yourself?
Yeah, I'm very welcoming because I'm not one person, even if like after meeting someone, they'll be like, yo, I was so I felt so welcomed.
Sure.
Because, like when you arrive in a place where you don't know anyone and then you just get there, no one's talking to you. So that one person will come to you like, hey, how are you?
Sure.
I have that welcoming spirit.
Okay, that's nice. And then what's your favorite physical feature?
My eyes.
You love your eyes. You love your eyes.
I love my eyes. And my smile.
Okay, that's beautiful. With me, one thing about me, I'm the most loving person you can ever come across. One thing about me, I will dash you with love, and love that is not materialistic, love that is not, mabati umuntu ngithande ngaba confused. Yeah, like where you're like, huh? How can a person love me like this and I'm flawed? I'm such a lover. Like, I'm a very loving human being. I love people with their flaws. Yeah, man, I love people for who they are. You could be at your highest, lowest. I mean, I'm your girl. Like I'll die for my niggas. Like, I ride for my niggas. Like, I'm that person. I'm such a loving human being. And then one thing about me, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful smile, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful voice. You can't discuss with me and disagree. Even if you wrote a thesis and told me that my voice is not good enough, but I've got one of the most beautiful voices in this world. Like, I'm, the greatest the world has ever received. You guys are gonna say I'm blowing my own horn, but you will see.
Are you not?
Anyway, but yeah, I genuinely love the sound of my voice. Like, I believe that my voice is one of the most beautiful voices ever. Yeah, and then when do you feel most loved by other people?
The one thing that I like about my people.
No, when do you feel most loved?
When do I feel
most loved? Yes, you most loved by other people.
All the time, honestly.
When they do what?
Huh?
When they do what? Okay.
No, like, I feel loved all the time because my people show up for me all the time.
Okay,
they're always there.
Always there. So what's Guys, sorry.
Cats. Where is the thing? Cats.
Yes, when do you feel most loved?
Yeah. Words of affirmation. Like, it's a thing of, you see, when your people understand your love language and they don't love you with their love language, but with your love language.
Sure.
So it becomes like, oh, they love me. So like, my friends are people that affirm me all the time. So that's when I feel most loved.
Okay.
And then also acts of service when they do things for me.
Okay.
So that's when I also feel most loved.
Okay. Yeah, I feel most loved when you guys are subscribing to my YouTube channel.
She is lying.
Why are you guys never happy with my answers? Like, what's your issue?
Why are you lying? You're lying. You just said a different thing now. Now, why are you misleading your viewers?
No, but okay, guys, I'm still speaking. I'm still answering.
Yes,
I'm still speaking.
Yes,
I'm still speaking.
Okay.
I feel most loved when you guys subscribe to my channel, when you share my channel. But I feel most loved when I'm cuddled. When I'm cuddled and babied by my boyfriend. You said I'm
You're finally honest.
Yeah, guys, I feel most loved when I'm cuddled, and I feel most loved, man, when I'm listened to, when I'm affirmed, when I am gifted. One thing about me, I appreciate good books as gifts. Also, people that send me e-wallets. There's something, man, about people sending me money. Like, just send me money. I really feel most loved when people gift me, send me money, when people buy me food, when people want to listen to me. Like, yeah, I'm really easy to please. I think from that list you can tell that no, man, she's not a complicated person. Do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
No, I don't.
Why?
Celebrate. It's a normal day for me, I guess.
Okay, I also don't celebrate Valentine's Day because I do Valentine's every day. I mean, if you've got a person that loves you 365
Why
days,
do you have to wait for that one day?
Yeah, you know, it doesn't make sense. But I mean, it's good to go out and be merry and do it for the culture. But yeah, I don't get fussy about Valentine's as well.
Yeah, because you always go out on this nice, beautiful dates with your friends, with your loved ones. So why should you wait for that one day?
Sure.
Because some people literally show love to their people on that
Only
day.
on that day.
After
And
that
it's
day,
so sad. It's so sad,
like,
Shane.
okay.
It's so sad. Yeah, so have you ever received a Valentine's gift?
Just
Why are you laughing? What's the issue?
next question.
Okay, have you ever bought anyone a Valentine's gift?
Next.
No, guys, I'm gonna need a producer for this show because like these guests don't respect me. I ask questions and they next.
Next one, please. Another one. Thank you.
Or what's your Valentine's message to anyone watching this? That's what that wants to feel loved and appreciated.
You're loved. Even though you feel like you're loved all the time,
Okay.
you don't need someone to validate you on that one day, or you don't need someone to show you that they love you on that one day. Just know that all day, every day, you are loved, and it doesn't have to come from like your significant other. It can be your friends, family. It can be anyone. Yeah, basically that.
Valentine's is just
an awkward line.
Anyway, from me to everyone that's feeling less loved, remember you're enough. God loved you and he knew you before he formed you. So it's enough that somebody took their own life, went on a cross for you. So I don't know, man, because even humanity can't do that for you. So if you forget, remember you're enough and God chose you. Okay? If it's not there, accept that it's not there at that particular season and at this time. You are enough, you are loved, and you are appreciated. And without wasting any much of your time, do not forget to be loved, do not forget to be liked, do not forget to be kindness, and happy Valentine's Day.
What you need, you don't push the